stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. To prep school right here in Philly, Swift.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert just beat the play clock. Rolling to his right. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Herbert now. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They get 25 yards out of that one, and it'll be 1st down Lions.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rogers' numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They snap it to Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
Then tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'd say they learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Eddie Pinheiro on now.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go street. Seven Pirates.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage and crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Now, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
From the 39,
Hurts.
throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. About 3 yards there to the 27. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Let's go now.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Check, contact, check.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Driving 60. Trap 60. Trap 60.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
Here's a give up the middle. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Unlock right. Unlock right. Press on lead.
In motion left is Watkins. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Come 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Okay, break.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Ready.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll try to run them. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 9 now from the 21. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. They'll run the draw here with Swift. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Herbert. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards
yards to pick up the first.
Herbert.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
70 Ranger.
But first down, Hurts.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert throwing again. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down. They go play action with Hurts. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. Play action. Here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Throwing is Hurts.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Ready. Warriors 17. Mustang 19. Check, man. Check. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 24, Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick-6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tip the balance in their favor?
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Justin Herbert.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll buy some time right. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time.
And now here's another interception. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Okay, ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all observed their lessons.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this.
Come on, come on.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Eagles on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is third and 10.
18 Rattler.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Lightning, 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hurt, hurt.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Ready? 79 Broncos.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hurts fighting Goddard there. 1st down, Philadelphia. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On the 6.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
19 Lions.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight.
Down the sideline he goes.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Looking to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts being chased down. And now here is another interception. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Give him 30 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Rig. 19 tight.
Back to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ready. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw here, Herbert. That one complete. He finds Sharp. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job. In first down. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Therese Hall. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
Let's go now. Hey, get that Bronco.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into.
And now here is another interception.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.